everyone, it's Erin. So welcome to February's Alchemy Scope. Already, the month of January flew by for me. I don't know how it was for you. I am wondering though, I wish we could engage because I am very curious how you are doing now. This particular month for me was quite intense on a variety of different levels. And if you are sensitive, and even if you're not sensitive, I would say everyone is feeling some sort of response to this time frame. I've spoken to several clients that are feeling increased pressure, that they're feeling obligated to follow their particular soul's story. And there's other things too. Lots of people are feeling stuck and kind of knowing that action is required, but they're not clear about what the action is. So there is this real time right now of kind of marination and having to turn inward, having to go inward. And for many people, for some of us, it's okay to do that. Like, we're used to doing that. We actually like doing that. It's a self-investigation process. But for several people, it's highly uncomfortable. They hate going within. And so there's this rejection about that. And so a lot of people are distracting themselves more and more. In fact, I will say just today, it was actually interesting because I was going to film this intro today. And I experienced two people within an hour of one another that replicated the exact same qualities to me. And it was quite stunning. They were walking zombies, completely not tuned in, not connected. And it was either a severe numbness that was going on, that they had so much going on, either emotionally or in their life, in their mind, that they couldn't connect, or it's like they were just blank, void. And I have to say, more and more people, I'm coming upon more and more and more people like that. So if you're watching this video and you tend to want to distract yourself because you don't want to feel, you don't want to go inside, this time frame is about, we're obligated to grow ourselves. We're obligated to go within. We're obligated to actually feel what's going on and evolve it. So that's why this channel was started, by the way. And the Alchemy Scopes are going to be just one component of this channel, I will say. There's other projects that are in the works. That's why this video is a little bit late. So, so let's look at why. Why are a lot of us feeling pressure, or maybe there's a lot of stuff coming from the past, like you might have been flooded with maybe even strange, like memories you haven't thought of in forever that are coming forward this month. There's reasons for this. On the macrocosmic scale, there's a lot going on. We have Pluto. This was about mid-January that it was exact, but Pluto is squaring the moon's nodes, the south node and the north node of the moon. So what does this mean? Well, Pluto is, the planet of transformation, deep transformation, like serious, deep, cut to the chase transformation. And the moon's nodes are about habituated habits, patterns of being. The north node is about where we need to go, where we're being urged to go, where we're obligated to go. And so right now, the south node, and so the other aspect is that Uranus was exactly conjunct the south node on the 20th of January. So not only do we have this Pluto square the nodes, but we have the Uranus-Pluto square activated alongside Uranus exactly conjuncting that south node. So what does that mean? That is exceeding pressure to change habituated habits of self. Thinking, feeling, being in the world, It's big. It's really big stuff. Now, on top of that, we have the fourth consecutive, in fact, on the 20th. So when Uranus was conjunct the south node, we had our fourth consecutive 0-degree new moon. When I was recording the previous Alchemy Scopes, I didn't have my 2015 ephemeris yet. And I was stunned when I saw that the first new moon of 2015 was this 0-degree Aquarius new moon. Here we are in the age of Aquarius, and this is an Aquarius new moon, 4th of 4 consecutive new moons. The next new moon will be at a 29 degree, so a critical point. Also, by the way, in Aquarius, so we'll have 2 new moons in Aquarius, one at the 0-degree point, one at the 29 critical degree point. Very, very, very potent time, you guys. Very big. So if you're feeling stressed, impatient, angry, maybe you're raging about things, depressed, sad, there might have been grieving that's been coming up for you, deep sadness about what's next, what's coming, what do I even want? You know, that's kind of the big thing for a lot of people is, I don't even know what I want. I know I want something different, but I don't know what I want. So there's a lot of pressure with that. And a lot of people too are feeling the pressure to live in alignment with their core self. This is just the time. And I will tell you, this spring is going to be potent. So this first quarter of 2015 is hot, it's potent, it's rich. You want to drink it in. You have no choice, really. I mean, we are here to drink it in. But the more you push it away, deny it, avoid it, don't want to feel, distract, it's going to come at you no matter what. So either you accept it and you go with that flow, you either work with nature's principles and you work with least effort, or you resist it and something breaks, something collapses in your life, something suddenly falls apart that maybe you weren't willing to look at. Maybe it was right in front of your face that it was about ready to fall apart, but maybe not. So anyway, so there's reasons for this potentiated time frame that we're walking through right now, this chapter of this human story that we're walking. It is very, very big. And it's very rare. We're not gonna, this is unique. This is unique. I mean, certainly none of us are ever going to experience anything like this in our lifetimes, and probably it won't ever exist exactly like this. This is a cycle in a big macro cycle. So this is highly unique, this period of time that we're walking. So that's what's going on. So I hope that you're able to embrace this rich, challenging, obligating, unrelenting time frame, and know that you are here to get clarity, to get still, to get quiet, to create space for yourself, to be willing and brave to go within, to really face, in fact, invite the wounds and all the stuff to come up and come forward, and allow that process. Because by allowing the process, by allowing what's already happening to happen, then the magic happens. Then you'll start to, your eyes will start to open wider. You'll start to see more broadly. You'll begin to see the synchronicities that are taking place to support your transmutation from your old self to your new self. Because that's what this time frame is. It's about transmuting from the old, from the lead to the new, to the gold. This is about your evolution. Okay? So let's talk about the macro cycle for this particular cycle, which is this 0-degree Aquarius new moon. The symbol, the Sabian symbol that's imbued with this new moon is an old Adobe mission in California. Now, this one was a hard one for me to really feel, to really get a real sense of the deeper meaning of this particular Sabian symbol. Dane Rudyard talks about it in a way when he goes into an explication of this particular symbol. It doesn't resonate for me. How he speaks about it doesn't resonate for me. He talked about impressiveness. He says, while becoming an integral part of it. So it's mastery of man over environment while becoming an integral part of it. It's not really that, in my view. This was about Catholic priests coming to California trying to convert the indigenous Native Americans to an organized religion and taking them out, devaluing their belief system and bringing forward, imposing another. To me, this particular old Adobe mission picture is something that's abandoned and no longer used. So to me, that means, the flavor of that and what it evokes in me, and it'll evoke different things in different people. And that's exactly what these symbols should do. But for me, when I interpret that, especially when we're looking at this kind of human evolutionary journey that we're all taking right now, this is quite definitively about that way of being is old and antiquated and no longer working. So it's about moving to a different way. It's about moving to the North Node in Libra way, which is cooperation, and it's relational. It's based on relationships. It's not based on just the self. It's based on the self in relationship. And whenever you're in relationship, and life equals relationships. Life is all about relationships, not people to people only. Our relationships to our thinking, our relationships to our feelings, our relationships to events and circumstances, our relationships to our environment and context. Life is nothing but relationships. So the North Node in Libra is quite interesting with this particular Adobe mission. Those ways of coming in to an area and telling the peoples of the place, that has no value. This is what you value. That doesn't work anymore. It's very old paradigm, and it's something that's crumbling away, like an old Adobe mission. So take that symbol in a way that speaks to you. And Dane says, when positive, the degree is effective breadth of vision and a respect compelling depth of character. And when negative, lack of ambition and blind adherence to superficialities. So I'll leave that with you. You can take from it what you will. I have my own idea about what it means for the bigger picture of us, for us as both as individuals, but on the collective level of what is not working for the old paradigm and what is crying, screaming to come into play for the new paradigm of thought. So, okay, everybody, that was a lot. So let's talk about what else is going on the macro and the microcosmic levels for you. Hi, Gemini. So let's take a look at the I Ching hexagram that came up for you to reflect the theme for February 2015. You received 13 fellowship. Now, the two trigrams that make up this hexagram are sky above, fire below. And a reminder here that I'm reading the language that I'm using, what I'm reading here is called the visionary I Ching. When communal bonds unite a group of people, great success is possible. But such bonds can develop only when personal interests are subjugated to goals that carry in them the essential virtues of humanity. The broader the basis for action, the greater is the good that can be achieved. And the greater the potential good, the more powerful is the support behind it. A spirit of cooperation steadies the boat, but it helps to have a beautiful island to row toward. Learn to respect the strength and diversity, for a community's true power lies not in its numbers, but in its diverse skills and collective resources of its members. Just as the stoutest walls are reinforced with the many different materials, so the strongest groups allow differences to coexist inside the whole. With a unified group solidly behind you, even very difficult enterprises can be attempted without great risk. So, let's move on to your spread. Hi, Gemini. So let's take a look at a spread for you. It's a little different this month. I'm using the Bral Talej deck. This is a wonderful deck that was created by a woman by the name of Shama Viola in the community called Damanure in northern Italy. And this spread, I did it slightly different. It's the same spread, but it's similar. We're going to get similar information that we've gotten in the past, but I asked Spirit to focus specifically on a center issue that will likely be emerging for you this month, and then the guidance steps for you to deal with the issue at hand. So I've already shuffled. Let's go ahead and pull up the spread and see what wants to come. Okay. So the issue that's going to be coming forward for you this month, Gemini, is about gratitude. It's about gratitude regarding your freedom as an individual. This has to do with love, by the way, too. This is about, well, the advice that Spirit is giving you is fall in love. To allow love to flow, to fall in love with life, with people, with your career, with life, fall in love. There's an immediacy. On an emotional level, your higher self is asking you to deal with your emotions. Stop procrastinating, stop distracting. Feel your feelings. Let them come up now. Deal with the present moment. You don't want to push down your emotions, because we're at a time now where we're needing to flush, cleanse, heal, move on, heal the past and move forward so that we can prepare to move forward. That's what's going on a collective level. You are being asked to really deal with your emotions, okay, in a truthful way. Yeah, so this is about, so Spirit's saying fall in love with life. Fall in love with life, which I think is fabulous. And to use your mind with it, to use your thoughts to fall in love. Okay, so that's kind of the spiritual guidance here. There's something about desire. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with your thoughts. Spirit is saying, don't be distracted. Don't be distracted. Don't let your thoughts get wrapped with other people. You don't want people to distract what you need now. Your focus, your needs. You need to focus on you, Gemini. Not doing that. So you don't want the busyness to take you over. It's about actually dealing. It's about dealing with things right now. And tapping into, you're being asked to, or what will help you, I should say, this month, is to fall in love with life and to also access what you most desire. Now, accessing your feelings now, present moment feelings, to really let them come and be and honor them and see them and feel them, will create the clarity about the desires. So you might be clear about what you desire, and there might be some desires that you just don't know. You might know that you're not happy here or there, but you don't know what you desire. But these will become clear when you really get courageous and face your feelings. Yeah, so this is about being in gratitude. So the issue that will come up this month specifically has to do with your freedom, and this has to do with others. I have a feeling this has to do with boundaries, like your individuality is wanting to come forward. And there's something about other people, could be family, friends, people you work with. And this is normal, right? This is just life. They have needs, and they might be pulling on your energy. This is just a normal, this is a normal thing for many people. But you're going to be more grateful this month for your freedom, for your individuality, is what I'm seeing. So there's going to be, again, Spirit is very clearly saying you don't want the distractions of others to kind of to kind of take you away from this, let's say, newfound gratitude or this newfound appreciation for the authentic you that is wanting to come forward now, or that is already starting to. Because it does look like this is actually starting to emerge. Something is starting to emerge. This month, something that has been coming forward for you is really close. It's coming. Like it might be some project that was coming or being formed, but it could be a situation, a place, an event, but something is bringing forward this desire to really be yourself, to be your independent self. So Spirit is clearly saying, whatever issue comes up this month in regards to that will activate this feeling of, I want to be me. Spirit is saying, follow that. Fall in love with life. Tap into what you desire. Feel your feelings. Don't fall into mental distractions. Don't let other people or situations busy the mind to take you away from you and what's wanting to grow within you and from you now. So this is quite lovely. Let's see what else we have for you this month. Hi, Gemini. So I'm here. I really wanted to do the cards outside this month. And I'm here at Stanford University at the Cantor Art Center in the Rodin Sculpture Garden with the gates of hell in the background, which for a variety of reasons was and is an appropriate symbol for this time that we're moving through, not to be heavy, negative, or dramatic, but just to accent this time of transition and the difficulty that it could be for some of us as we're moving to a new way of being. I went ahead and pre-shuffled your cards. You received some interesting ones that I have to tell you feel quite resonant for you this month. They all do. I always pull resonant cards, but sometimes there are card sets that come up that feel highly appropriate, highly profound perhaps. So for you, the archetype that wants to be awoken and evolved within you is the Hermit. And this is about going within. This is about, and Geminis, have that social, external, chatty, keep things light aspect, quality set. And this is about the Hermit. This is about going within. So let me read what the lower manifestation, the higher polarity point is. So the lower polarity point of Hermit is withdraws from society, out of fear of negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. The evolved Hermit is seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. This feels very, very strong for you. Now you received the guidance you got, the Ascended Master that's coming forward for you feels completely aligned with the Hermit this month. Kuan Yin came forward, let it go. I'm going to read what Doreen Virtue writes for Kuan Yin. It's time to stop struggling, pushing, or forcing things to happen. Such actions push against the universal flow and lead to frustrations and blocks. When you let the situation go to Spirit, you automatically open supportive doors, note the gates of hell in the background, that will bring solutions and an outcome exceeding your expectations. Gemini, let go of struggle, anger, unforgiveness, or anything else undesirable. Trust that the universe is on your side. So Gemini, let's take a look at the Dakini that came up for you for the month of February. A reminder that the Dakini is
the archetype, the quality set that is asking to be embodied within you this month. And in so doing will bring forward flow and least effort and bliss for your month ahead. So you received a perfect one. You received 39, Fantasia. Amazing. So let me read a little bit here. And like in previous months, the link to the full PDF document is below the video. The fun frequency ignites within her like fire, then ripples through her being like water in self, replicating effervescent bubbles. Fantasia is the Dakini of fun. For the divinatory meaning, Penny Slinger writes, Fantasia presents herself to you to bring some fun into your life. If you are already having fun, she is here to amp up your frequency. Having fun is the spice of life. To have fun, the first thing to discover is how to have fun with yourself. Your body, your being, is a wonderland. Fantasia has created her own amusement park, so she will never be bored. Boredom and apathy are the enemies of joy. We all dread being bored. The way to overcome that fear is to learn how to have fun with yourself. It's a state of mind and a full body experience. Fantasia shares her fun fair with you so that you can follow her example and visit the world as fun. You can turn work into play and have fun at any time. Learn to laugh at yourself. Treat your mistakes as opportunities. Let nothing be an excuse not to have fun.
So everyone, that is it for this month's Alchemy Scope. I want to remind you that if you haven't gotten your archetypal profile or symbolic profile, the information will be below. I also want to let you know that this month, January, between the Alchemy Scopes, the intention was to bring forward other videos because there's a big list of goodies that I want to be producing and making. And they are in the works, actually. So look for tools coming forward in February, starting in February, but it'll be ongoing. This is going to be throughout 2015 and beyond. But there will be foundational pieces of information coming forward that will help you. And I'm really excited because the pieces that I'm bringing forward are, they're going to be good. They're going to be good, and it's going to be easy to understand. These are not going to be long videos either. They're going to be kind of brief teachings to the point. 4 foundations of this, 4 foundations of this. So this is going to be delicious. So please, if you haven't subscribed yet, you want to subscribe. And please like and share. I have to tell you, I hate saying that on this whole YouTube thing. It's like and share. You guys know that already. So I'm going to actually try to avoid saying that because I don't know. There's something about it. It's so salesman-y. I can't get over it. I'm getting used to this whole world of, I don't know, marketing myself. It's a trip. It's really a trip. But it's an interesting process. And I will say, kind of a little tag note on that, I'm quite confident that there's a whole new way of marketing ourselves that has nothing to do with what these bloggers and these social media marketers are insisting that we do in order to get ourselves known. It's like, I only want to be known. In fact, I know that I'll only be known by those who want to know me. So I'm not attached to that. Do I want more views on the key videos that are to come? I do, because I think that they're going to be foundationally helpful. I think they're going to be foundational for this new paradigm of the new human. So that's that. That's my whole spiel. But I thought I'd make that point because I don't know, this whole social media thing is very interesting. Anyway, so until the next video or until next month's Alchemy Scope, I wish you a wonderful February and I'll see you soon.